Senator Miller.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that further proceedings on the roll call be dispensed with and the Sergeant at Arms be instructed to bring in the absent members.
To that motion, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Those opposed, the motion does prevail. Secretary will close the roll. Members remaining under motions and resolutions, we revert to the fifth order of business. I'll get to them. We revert to the fifth order of business, reports of committees. The Secretary will read the report.
Senator Rosen from the Committee on Finance, to which was referred House File Number 778, a bill for an act relating to gambling, authorizing and providing for sports betting, reports the same back with a recommendation that the bill be amended as follows: delete everything after the enacting clause and insert, and when so amended, the bill do pass. Senator Rosen from the Committee on Finance, to which was referred House File Number 4670, a bill for an act relating to claims against the state, reports the same back with a recommendation that the bill do pass.
Senator Miller.
Thank you, Mr. President. I move that the committee reports read by the Secretary be adopted.
Senator Marty.
Mr. President, pursuant to Rule 21, I object to the committee report on House File 778.
On the adoption of the other committee report, excluding House File 778, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Those opposed, the motion does prevail. Moving to the seventh order of business, second reading of House bills. The Secretary will read the House file number.
House File Number 4670.
The House file is given its second reading. Moving to the ninth order of business, we will adopt the Secretary will read the motion.
Senator Johnson moves that the name of Senator Latz be added as co-author of Senate File Number 4593.
To that motion, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Those opposed, the motion does prevail. Members, we have three different conference committees. Pursuant to Rule 12.5, Senator Kiffmeyer moves that the following members be excused for a conference committee on House File 4293 at 1:15 p.m. Senators Kiffmeyer, Newman, Howe, Jasinski, and Dibble. Pursuant to Rule 12.5, Senator Ingebretson moves that the following members be excused for a conference committee on Senate File 4062 at 1 p.m. Senators Ingebretson, Thomasoni, Eichhorn, Weber, and Eakin. And pursuant to Rule 12.5, Senator Abler moves that the following members be excused for a conference committee on Senate File 4410 at 1 p.m. Senators Abler, Utke, Coran, Benson, and Hoffman. All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye. Those opposed, the motion do prevail. Senator Miller.
Thank you, Mr. President. Pursuant to Rule 26, I designate the following bills made special orders for immediate consideration. Members, the list is on your desk.
5 bills are on today's special orders. First bill is Senate File 4045, number 60 on general order. Senator Coleman.
Thank you, Mr. President. Members, Senate File 4045 is a very straightforward bill. What this bill does is move the Rare Diseases Advisory Council out of the University of Minnesota to the Minnesota Council on Disability. The reason for this move is the Rare Diseases Advisory Council would like to talk to legislators about certain bills or ideas for bills that they think will impact and help the rare disease community. All members and all parties involved are okay with this move, and it has passed out of 4 committees now with unanimous and bipartisan support. And with that, I'll stand for any questions.
Discussion to Senate File 4045. Seeing none, the Secretary will give the bill its third reading.
Senate File Number 4045, a bill for an act relating to rare diseases.
Third reading. Any further discussion? Seeing none, the Secretary will give the roll on Senate File 4045. Final passage. Call on Senator Jasinski to report members voting under Rule 40.7. Senator Jasinski.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senator Anderson votes aye.
Anderson votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Chamberlain votes aye.
Chamberlain votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Lang votes aye.
Lang votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Matthews votes aye.
Matthews votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Thomasoni votes aye.
Thomasoni votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Pratt votes aye.
Pratt votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Kiffmeyer votes aye.
Kiffmeyer votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Abler votes aye.
Abler votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Howe votes aye.
Hall votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Ingebrigtsen votes aye.
Ingebrigtsen votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Utke votes aye.
Lutke votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Karan votes aye.
Grant votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Benson votes aye.
Benson votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Dahms votes aye.
Dahms votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
And thank you, Mr. President. Senator Rarick votes aye.
Rarick votes aye. Call on Senator Hurd to report members voting under Rule 40.7. Senator Hurd.
Mr. President, I report aye for Senator Dibble,
Dibble votes aye. Senator Hurd.
aye for Senator Eakin,
Eakin votes aye. Senator Hurd.
aye for Senator Fateh,
Fateh votes aye. Senator Hurd.
aye for Senator Frentz,
Frentz votes aye. Senator Hurd.
aye for Senator Hoffman,
Hoffman votes aye. Senator Hurd.
aye for Senator Lopez Frenson,
Lopez Frenzen votes aye. Senator Hurd.
aye for Senator Port,
Port votes aye. Senator Hurd.
aye for Senator Torres Ray,
Torres Ray votes aye. Senator Hurd.
aye for Senator Wickland,
Wickland votes aye. Senator Hurd.
aye for Senator Pappas,
Senator Pappas votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senator Newman votes aye.
Newman votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Rosen votes aye.
Rosen votes aye. All members having voted with desire to vote, the secretary will close the roll. There being 66 ayes and no nays, House File 4045 does pass in its title agreed to. Second bill on today's special orders is House File 3013, number 3 on general order. Senator Limmer.
Thank you, Mr. President. It's my pleasure to present a bill that is not controversial, which is sometimes unusual. This particular bill is in regards to the Minnesota Sentencing Guidelines Commission and the classification of the employees of that commission. This is not to be confused with the members on the commission, but the ones that work for the commission. This bill changes and moves the Sentencing Guidelines Commission employees to the classified service, mainly to protect them during a possible layoff, during budget uncertainty, during economic downturns. This change does not apply to the executive director who serves the commission at will and will continue to do so. This change only applies to 5 employees of the Sentencing Guidelines Commission. And I think it's important for us to realize this is a highly intricate subject matter. It's vitally important for us to realize the rare expertise that these 5 individuals have. On average, the 5 employees have an average employment on this commission of over 20 years, which is highly significant. And in the event that we would have to rehire someone to this commission under its current status, it would be hiring someone during or into an unclassified job status, which I believe would hurt the recruitment numbers that we might consider. I think it's wise for us to move these employees into the classified category of employment. I'll stand for questions, Mr. President.
Discussion and amendments to House File 3013. Seeing none, the secretary will give the bill its third reading.
House File Number 3013, a bill for an act relating to crime providing for classified employees of the Minnesota Sentencing Guidelines Commission.
Third reading. Any further discussion? Seeing none, the secretary will take the roll on House File 3013. Call Senator Jasinski to report members voting under Rule 40.7. Senator Jasinski.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senator Anderson votes aye.
Anderson votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Chamberlain votes aye.
Chamberlain votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Lang votes aye.
Lang votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Matthews votes aye.
Matthews votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Thomasoni votes aye.
Thomasoni votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Pratt votes aye.
Pratt votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Kiffmeyer votes aye.
Kiffmeyer votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Abler votes aye.
Abler votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Ingebrigtsen votes aye.
Ingebretson votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Utke votes aye.
Utke votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Karan votes aye.
Moran votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Benson votes aye.
Benson votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Dahms votes aye.
James votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Newman votes aye.
Newman votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Rosen votes aye.
Rosen votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senator Rarick votes aye.
Rarick votes aye. Call Senator Hur to report members voting under Rule 40.7. Senator Hur.
Mr. President, I report aye for Senator Dibble,
Dibble votes aye. Senator Hur.
aye for Senator Eakin,
Eakin votes aye. Senator Hur.
aye for Senator Fateh,
Fateh votes aye. Senator Hur.
aye for Senator Frantz,
Frantz votes aye. Senator Hur.
aye for Senator Hoffman,
Hoffman votes aye. Senator Hur.
aye for Senator Lopez Franson,
Lopez Franzen votes aye. Senator Hur.
aye for Senator Port,
Port votes aye. Senator Hur.
aye for Senator Torres Ray,
Torres Ray votes aye. Senator Hur.
aye for Senator Wickland,
Wickland votes aye. Senator Hur.
aye for Senator Pappas.
Pappas votes aye. Senator Hur. All members having voted with desire to vote, the Secretary will close the roll. There will be 65 ayes and no nays. House File 3013 does pass and is title agreed to. Members, third bill on today's agenda is Senate File 4318, number 57, on general order. Senator Johnson.
Thank you, Mr. President. And after that hotly debated bill, I've got one that's a little bit less controversial, so hopefully can bring the body back together again. This bill, Senate File 4318, simply clarifies the manner of service for some forfeiture corrections that we did last year. Senator Newman worked and Senator Latz worked with me quite a bit on getting some forfeiture language done last year. But just the manner of service issue, there was some discrepancies in that between two sections of law. So this clearly does not do anything for the substantive language, just simply make sure that there's a uniform manner of service. So that's the bill. Any questions? I'm happy to take them.
Discussions and amendments to Senate File 4318. Seeing none, the Secretary will give the bill its third reading.
Senate File Number 4318, a bill for an act relating to judiciary permitting complaints in certain forfeiture matters.
Third reading. Any further discussion? Senator Bingham.
Thank you, Mr. President. This is a good bill. It really does need to happen based on the wonderful work that was done related to forfeitures last year. It's a technical bill. I encourage members to vote yes. Thank you.
Seeing no further discussion, the Secretary will take the roll and final passage of Senate File 4318. Call on Senator Jasinski to report members voting under Rule 40.7. Senator Jasinski.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senator Anderson votes aye.
Anderson votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Chamberlain votes aye.
Chamberlain votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Lang votes aye.
Lang votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Matthews votes aye.
Matthews votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Thomasoni votes aye.
Thomasoni votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Howe votes aye.
Hall votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Ingebretson votes aye.
Ingebretson votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Utke votes aye.
Utke votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Benson votes aye.
Benson votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Rarick votes aye.
Rarick votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Rosen votes aye.
Rosen votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senator Miller votes aye.
Miller votes aye. Call on Senator Hurd to report members voting under Rule 40.7.
Mr. President, I report aye for Senator Dibble,
Dibble votes aye. Senator Hurd.
aye for Senator Eakin,
Eakin votes aye. Senator Hurd.
aye for Senator Fateh,
Fateh votes aye. Senator Hurd.
aye for Senator Friends,
Friends votes aye. Senator Hurd.
aye for Senator Hoffman,
Hoffman votes aye. Senator Hurd.
aye for Senator Isaacson,
Isaacson votes aye. Senator Hurd.
aye for Senator Lopez Svensson,
Lopez Franzen votes aye. Senator Hurd.
aye for Senator Port,
Port votes aye. Senator Hurd.
aye for Senator Ratz,
Rest votes aye. Senator Hurd.
aye for Senator Torres Ray,
Torres Ray votes aye. Senator Hurd.
aye for Senator Wickland,
Wickland votes aye. Senator Hurd.
and aye for Senator Pappas.
Pappas votes aye. Call on Senator Jasinski for additional members voting under Rule 40.7. Senator Jasinski.
Thank you, Mr. President. Apologize for the delay, but lots of conference committees going on. Senator Pratt votes aye.
Pratt votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Abler votes aye.
Abler votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Coran votes aye.
Coran votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
That's it for right now. Mr. President, Senator Newman votes aye.
Newman votes aye. All members having voted with the desire to vote, the Secretary will close the roll. There being 65 ayes, no nays. Senate File 4318 does pass, and it's titled agreed to. Fourth bill on the agenda, House File 4030, number 44, on general orders. Senator Dahms.
Well, thank you, Mr. President, members. House File 4030 is a file that deals with gold and bullion and those types of things. And there was a court case to where the courts decided that the Department of Commerce only had jurisdiction over the transactions that took place in Minnesota. So what this bill does is it corrects the language in the statutes to reflect that this bill, from a Commerce Department standpoint, the jurisdiction only is within the boundaries of the state of Minnesota. It is an agency bill. The House has passed it over. If there's any questions, I'll certainly stand for questions.
Discussion to House File 4030. Seeing none, the Secretary will give the bill its third reading.
House File Number 4030, a bill for an act relating to commerce.
Third reading. Any further discussion? Seeing Senator Kent.
Thank you, Mr. President. I rise in support of House File 4030. This will provide good protection for Minnesota consumers, and it is a good bill. Thank you, Mr. President.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, the Secretary will give House File 4030 its roll call vote and final passage. I call on Senator Hurd to report members voting under Rule 40.7. Senator Hurd.
Mr. President, I report aye for Senator Dibble.
Dibble votes aye. Senator Hurd.
Aye for Senator Eakin.
Eakin votes aye. Senator Hurd.
Aye for Senator Fateh.
Fateh votes aye. Senator Hurd.
Aye for Senator Friends.
Friends votes aye. Senator Hurd.
Aye for Senator Hoffman.
Hoffman votes aye. Senator Hurd.
Aye for Senator Isaacson.
Isaacson votes aye. Senator Hurd.
Aye for Senator Lopez Franson.
Lopez Franson votes aye. Senator Hurd.
Aye for Senator Port.
Port votes aye. Senator Hurd.
Aye for Senator Rest.
Rest votes aye. Senator Hurd.
Aye for Senator Torres Ray.
Torres Ray votes aye. Senator Hurd.
Aye for Senator Wickland.
Wickland votes aye. Senator Hurd.
And aye for Senator Pappas.
Pappas votes aye.
Thank you.
Call on Senator Jasinski to report members voting under Rule 40.7. Senator Jasinski.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senator Anderson votes aye.
Anderson votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Chamberlain votes aye.
Chamberlain votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Lang votes aye.
Lang votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Thomasoni votes aye.
Thomasoni votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Kiffmeyer votes aye.
Kiffmeyer votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Abler votes aye.
Abler votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Curran votes aye.
Which one was that? Sorry again.
Senator Curran.
Curran votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Benson votes aye.
Benson votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Newman votes aye.
Newman votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Rosen votes aye.
Rosen votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Miller votes aye.
Miller votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Rarick votes aye.
Rarick votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
That's it for now.
Senator Jasinski.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senator Pratt votes aye.
Pratt votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Utke votes aye.
Utke votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Ingebrigtsen votes aye.
Ingebrigtsen votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senator Matthews votes aye.
Matthews votes aye. All members having voted with the desire to vote, the Secretary will close the roll. There being 66 ayes and no nays, House File 4030 does pass. This title agreed to. Final bill today, members, is Senate File 2952, number 66, on General Orders. Senator Duckworth.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senate File 2952 has to do with teacher shortage reporting requirements and modifying them a bit. Before we get too far into the bill, I do have the A4 amendment that I would like to offer.
Senator Duckworth moves the A4 amendment. The Secretary will report the amendment.
Senator Duckworth moves to amend Senate File number 2952 as follows, page 1, lines 10 to 13. This is the A4 amendment.
To the A4 amendment, Senator Duckworth.
Thank you, Mr. President. This amendment represents agreement from some stakeholders and also will allow the bill to match what's in the House so that we can move this forward. Long and short of it is it focuses the amendment and the modification regarding reporting shortages to assignments that a school district is unable to fill with a licensed teacher. Thank you.
Discussion of the A4 amendment. Senator Uyghur.
Thank you, Mr. President. I support the amendment. I will defer on comments on the bill at third reading.
Seeing no further discussion, all those in favor of the A4 amendment signify by saying aye. Those opposed, the motion does prevail. The amendment is adopted. Senator Duckworth.
Thank you, Mr. President. To the bill as it is now, this is just a bill that would allow us to gather more data, more information regarding true teacher shortages across the state of Minnesota. It's an important, very significant issue right now, especially after coming off of a couple of years in which provided a tremendous amount of stressors in the profession and has led to a true, even more exacerbated shortage. So all this bill would require the Professional Educator Licensing and Standard Board to do is capture more data regarding teacher shortages, classrooms that aren't being filled by districts, and allow us to compile that information so that we can look at it from the state level and decide what, if anything, we might need to do to help alleviate the shortage. There's also a teacher supply and demand report that seeks to look at the fields of English as a second language, early childhood, special education, career and technical education, science, technology, engineering, arts, math, as well as world languages. Having more specificity regarding which fields we're seeing the shortage in will help us best determine and attract teachers to teach specifically in those fields so we can help alleviate the shortage that some districts are experiencing throughout the state. Thank you.
Further discussion to Senate File 2952 as amended. Seeing none, the Secretary will give the bill its third reading.
Senate File Number 2952, a bill for an act relating to education.
Third reading. Further discussion. Senator Uyghur.
Thank you, Mr. President, members. We do support the bill, but how many more reports do we need? There's a 53-page report last year that made it clear on the supply-demand that we have a crisis in staffing for teachers as well as the whole school team. This will give us more data, correct. But we have a crisis right now. It's severe in terms of recruiting teachers of color. I did hand out some information that provides a number of remedies as to how we can address this. And I want to thank Education Minnesota, their research arm, the Educator Policy Innovation Center, EPIC. They note there are tens of thousands of licensed teachers that have left, hundreds of thousands of teachers that have left across America, and it's a variety of reasons: staffing shortage, low pay, lack of respect, overwork, stress, mental health issues, and more. A few suggestions. Before we wait yet for another report, we can act now. And in the suggestions from EPIC, create programs to promote the teaching profession to high school students with an emphasis on reaching students of color. Design and foster grow your own programs aimed at candidates of color who already work in education. Provide resources so school districts and teacher training institutes can create new programs to create a racially diverse workforce of future educators. Provide additional financial support to attract highly qualified teachers, including higher starting salaries and more. A few other suggestions, because there is a crisis and they're offering recommendations. And by the way, the reference made, I believe earlier by Senator Jasinski, that conference committees are meeting. Education Conference Committee is not meeting. I hope we meet today. But we could address some of these. We can provide increased support for teacher autonomy so teachers are empowered to meet the changing needs of their students. Provide additional financial benefits to all current educators with additional incentives for educators of color. Invest in quality professional development for all educators. Decrease the paperwork and unnecessary stress on educators who work with students with special needs. Give more attention to the mental health and well-being of all educators. Minnesota must give particular support for the well-being of educators working with high-need schools. And just the summary statement: high-quality teachers are the backbone of a school community. If Minnesota is serious about improving educational outcomes, then policymakers must be equally resolute about recruiting and retaining talented individuals to the teaching profession. Mr. President, members, yes, in the bill, we will collect more data, but the case is clear and convincing that there's a shortage and we need to respond, and resources are available to address many of the needs that are recommended for solutions in this EPIC report. So, yes, we'll support additional information to provide a clear case as to what needs to be done, but really, let's act now. Let's do this while teachers and support staff across our state, in fact, across America, are asking for additional investment. Students are our future. let's reflect that in our actions. Thank you.
Senator Swedzinski.
Thank you, Mr. President. I do rise in support of this bill. However, I do agree with my colleague, Senator Uyghur, who suggested we don't need more data. And I couldn't wholeheartedly agree with him more. Just talk to our teachers. Just talk to them. Talk to the principals. Talk to the superintendents. When there's shortages at a business, the business just closes. They shut down. They've lost customers. There's no need to function anymore. And when there's a shortage in construction materials, there's delays. And when there's shortages in fuel, prices go up. There's consequences. But when there's shortages of teachers in our classrooms, this fall, 1 million kids are going to show up. 1 million kids are going to show up at those schools in this wonderful state. And we have a constitutional duty, Article 13, which I almost bring up every time I speak on an educational issue, that we have a constitutional duty to create a general and uniform system of public schools. It's the only duty the legislature has. And it's that time of year when I find myself going to a lot of retirement parties because so many of my colleagues that I worked with for years are retiring, and I'm hearing the stories of their year, of the last year or two of what they went through. And 55% of teachers in a recent survey have thought about leaving the profession this year. 55% of teachers. I never once in my 33 years of teaching thought of doing anything else because I loved teaching. I loved every single minute of it. And most teachers I knew never gave a thought to leaving because teaching was this calling, and it was a wonderful calling. And I never regretted a day of it. But something's happened in recent years, and I don't know who's to blame. I don't know what's going on, but I do know this. A teacher walked into my wife's middle school a month ago and said, "I'm out of here in 2 weeks." And I was at a retirement party last week, or was it this week? Maybe it was this week. And I went up to a younger guy. I didn't know who he was. He came up to me, I should say, and he was about 31, 32. And he was the tech ed teacher at the school. And he said, "I'm in my 11th year of teaching, and I loved it. But I can make twice as much money with the knowledge that I have, and I don't have to be told foul language every time I try to correct the student's behavior." And I talked to another a principal, who said they have 35 adults shortage every single day in their building. 35 adults, a shortage of teachers and counselors and cooks and bus drivers. This is, as Senator Uyghur said, we're facing a crisis. I don't want to be back here in a special session in August because all of a sudden we're starting to realize we're behind in collecting data, and so therefore, but we're finding out that there's no adults to teach the kids. One high school principal told me currently he has 3 unlicensed special ed teachers. Unlicensed special ed teachers. Because they can't find teachers. They can't find teachers. For all these teachers that are leaving early, there's no one to come in their place. When I first started teaching, okay, it was a billion years ago, but there was 275 applicants for my position, one soul studies position, 275 applicants. Today, no one's applying for these jobs. And again, I don't know what's going on. I have my suspicions and my thoughts and my ideas. But maybe that we need to do a study on that. But I really don't think we need to. Just talk to people. Find out why they're not going back into the classroom. And I just do want to give an interesting side note. The list of professions in this bill, the list of the teaching areas, there's no mention of social studies. Interesting. Where civics would be taught. But maybe we don't need civics education. Sorry about that. Little shot, but my colleague knows where my heart is. And so anyways, thank you, Mr. President.
Final discussion. Senator Duckworth.
Thank you, Mr. President. And there's plenty of agreement regarding the importance of civics, so I appreciate that statement. Just a couple thoughts, I'll be brief. First and foremost, this is not calling for a new report. This report already happens. It's already in existence. This is just asking for some more specific data to help us pinpoint, focus on some areas that our teachers are shortages in so that we can fix the problem that we see before ourselves. Number two, much agreement regarding some of the other sentiments that were shared. There were aspects of the Teachers of Color bill that was passed last year, as well as a Grow Your Own program provision that was passed last year as well. Hopefully that's something we can all continue to agree upon and continue to make progress toward. Number three, man, am I glad to hear such passion regarding this shortage that's before us. I feel like we had a bill from Senator Dornick before us yesterday that would have helped alleviate some of the shortages that we're feeling before us, that our schools are facing and telling us about. I would still love to get that one maybe back on the floor so that we could pass that in a bipartisan manner and not make it a bigger issue than it seems to be. Last but not least, the Education Conference Committee was referenced. And just a quick update on that. As of yesterday, the Senate proposed to the House that we appropriate about $50 million toward literacy and $950 million go directly toward the cross-subsidy for special education. That's a standing offer, and I would love to see the same kind of passion in advocating for the House to accept that offer, because that $950 million toward the special education cross-subsidy could do a whole lot of good in a whole lot of districts for kids, parents, and communities. Thank you, Mr. President.
The Secretary will take the roll on final passage of Senate File 2952 as amended. I call on Senator Jasinski to report members voting under Rule 40.7. Senator Jasinski.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senator Anderson votes aye.
Anderson votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Lang votes aye.
Lang votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Matthews votes aye.
Matthews votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Thomasoni votes aye.
Thomasoni votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Abler votes aye.
Abler votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Ingebrigtsen votes aye.
Ingebrigtsen votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Utke votes aye.
Utke votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Karan votes aye.
Grant votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Benson votes aye.
Benson votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Newman votes aye.
Newman votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Senator Rosen votes aye.
Rosen votes aye.
Mr. President,
Jasinski.
Senator Rarick votes aye.
Rarick votes aye.
Some of the committees are rushing their bills into the advisors.
Call on Senator Hur to report members voting under Rule 40.7. Senator Hur.
Mr. President, I report aye for Senator Dibble.
Dibble votes aye. Senator Hur.
Aye for Senator Eakin.
Eakin votes aye. Senator Hur.
Aye for Senator Fateh.
Fateh votes aye. Senator Hur.
Aye for Senator Friends.
Friends votes aye. Senator Hur.
Aye for Senator Hoffman.
Hoffman votes aye. Senator Hur.
Aye for Senator Isaacson. No.
Repeat that again.
It was here.
Yep. Senator Hur.
Aye for Senator Lopez Franson.
Lopez Franzen votes aye. Senator Hur.
Aye for Senator Port.
Port votes aye. Senator Hur.
Aye for Senator Rest.
Rest votes aye. Senator Hur.
Aye for Senator Torres Ray.
Torres Ray votes aye. Senator Hur.
Aye for Senator Wickland.
Wickland votes aye. Senator Hur.
Aye for Senator Pappas.
Pappas votes aye. Senator Jasinski.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senator Chamberlain votes aye.
Chamberlain votes aye. All members having voted with the desire to vote, the Secretary will close the roll. There being 65 ayes and no nays. Senate File 2952 as amended does pass, and its title agreed to. Moving to the 13th order of business. Announcements of Senate interest. Without objection, the following senators will be excused from today's session. Senator Bach, 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Senator Nelson, 11:15 to end of session. Further announcements. Senator Miller.
Thank you, Mr. President. Members, I am going to make a motion to recess to the call of the President. We will come back later this evening simply to adopt a committee report from the Finance Committee. We do not expect to take up any other business at that time.
Senator Miller renews his motion to recess to the call of the President. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Those opposed, the motion does prevail. The Senate is in recess.